Alright guys, third video, final video for the day. Am I Secretary of State official caught on video telling volunteers to count multiple ballots with the very same signature during an audit of votes in Antrim County? The constitutional attorney, Matthew DePolio, is an American hero who 2 weeks ago, Michigan 13th Circuit Court, Kevin A. Hunsberg agreed to allow Mr. Pelosi's client, William Bailey, a highly skilled team of IT experts, to perform a forensic examination of the 16th Dominion voting machines in Antrim County. On Monday, Judge Ethe agreed to allow the results of the forensic examination to begin to release the report, which we've already reported on. After the forensics examination of the Dominion voting machines in Antrim County, Allied Security Operation Group has conducted that Dominion voting machines were assigned a 98.5% error rate. DePolio explained that when the ballots put through the machine, a whopping 68.5 or 0.5% error rate means that ballots are sent for bulk adjudication, which means they can be collected in the ballots in a folder. The ballots are sent somewhere where the people in another location can change the vote, he explains. Now that's his view, not mine, but his view. We're just trying to stick to facts because that knife edge that we walk on very closely here. That allows the election error rates to be established by the Federal Commission guidelines as 1 in 250,000 ballots, or 0.008%. Now, the thing that we actually wanted to get into here, first video showed a bin of ballots from Township Precinct 1. The bin was delivered to 3 of the 20 bipartisan volunteers that included several Antrim County clerks who agreed to assist with the risk limit audit. Inside the bin, tabulation ballots were mixed with the ballots that were never tabulated, and several blank ballots were mixed as well. Mr. Pelosi refers to the bin of ballots as an absolute mess on December 16th. We reported about the photographs taken at Township Precinct number 1 on November 27th that showed that both the security seals of the Dominion voting machines were missing.
Yep, they've got all kinds of stuff in the bag. Can you tell us? Yeah.
Okay. We don't know what to count here.
Yeah.
Count these ballots. Count these to them and both of these.
Don't test decks or not.
These are tests.
Yes.
Those don't get counted.
Okay, and nothing in these.
Right. When we do our review, when Tina and I do ours, we'll be looking at those potentially. We'll be looking at those.
This.
But you don't.
Yes. But you don't need to look at that. Yep.
And we're not counting any of these.
And these are empty envelopes. Okay.
Can you just stack them on the floor, baby?
Does anyone think this recount seems like it's a bit of a FUCK fest? I don't know. They don't seem to be having any idea of what they're doing. I'm just saying, I don't feel confident when this video comes out that they know exactly what they're doing with this recount.
You want to do that?
Well, if
Back there out of your way. Anything that you're not going to count?
And these are empty envelopes.
They'll go through all of that.
Well, don't. Okay, all right. Here's these then. Put these back there.
Don't worry here, guys. Nothing to see. This is your government working for you. Absolutely no problems here. They know exactly what they're doing.
Ballots in here?
Down in the
I think
bottom.
they're underneath.
Yep,
Yeah.
down in the bottom.
Okay.
Of course.
So when you're going through and you find one that has that red on it or still has that number tab, that was not put through the tabulator.
Why were there not ballots put through a tabulator? Is that some ballots have already been put through the tabulator and they're being mixed in with these other ballots again to be recounted again? It just seems like it's an absolute mess.
The tabs, yeah.
But these are actual ballots.
These are ballots. These
And
are
they were
ballots.
all in the spoiled ballot bag.
Ballot bag.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, that's what this was marked.
Ballots in with the spoiled ballot bag. And then when we go down to this video,
Because if we don't have the counts, then we can't move forward. And we understand that there is a concern with this precinct, but this is not a time for you to be investigating right now.
Did you
This
find
is a
something
time.
else?
this is not the time for you to be investigating. Just count the damn ballots. But we have a problem with these ballots. Just count the bloody things. This is not the time for you to be investigating. Jesus Christ. So, nothing to see here, people. Just keep moving along.
For you? No. So you need to move forward with the audit so we can get the numbers, so we can see how many ballots are here.
But wait, okay, so when we're done with the audit, there's still the opportunity to challenge the fact that we have multiple ballots with the very same signature.
I don't know if challenge is the right word, but until we get...
If you have multiple ballots with the same signature, that would be a challenge in my idea. That would be my mind would be, hey, maybe we should challenge this.
Challenging.
We'll go ahead and count the ballots.
Right,
Keep going
we
forward,
need you to move forward.
But we will separate out and count those and add those in. But there's going to be an asterisk saying these ballots have the same thing.
And again, we know that you have a concern with this precinct, and as soon when you get done with the audit part of it, not an investigation, not counting, that's not your role right now, this very minute. So what I need you to do is complete the audit so we can get a number of how many ballots were in this can when you started counting, and we can move forward from there. Okay? So what I need for you guys to do right now is to finish the audit process.
We'll have a number.
We'll have a number. We can't,
Separate them out.
whether valid or invalid, we'll have a
That
number.
is not the process right now. The process right now is for you to put them in the piles where they belong.
Here's an idea. Why don't you go through every ballot, find out which ones are legal and which ones aren't. Put the illegal ones to the side, and then just count the legal ballots. A guy sitting in his study with a frigging fox avatar can tell you how to do this. Why is it so hard for you? Oh, wait, because you're trying to fix the election.
For the presidential vote and count the presidential votes. We understand that there is possibly an issue with this precinct. We understand that. But what I need for you to do right now is to finish the presidential race audit, not separate them out, and then we'll move forward from there, okay?
Don't separate out the ones that you have a problem with. For God's sake, don't do that.
But I need you to continue the process right now, please.
From the state representative, we've had issues with counting ballots that may be invalid.
I understand, but until we get a count, we need that piece done first. We need the audit piece done first because that's why we're here. And we will look at the numbers. Okay? And I understand that there may be an issue. And I understand your concerns. So if we can complete the audit piece right now,
Okay.
then we can move forward, okay? Thank you.
I don't know about you guys, but this whole recount thing seems to be going smoothly, really smooth. Yeah, it seems like it's great. There's no problems here whatsoever, right? This audit count is just, it's completely fine. It's the government working for you. So it's done by the number of blank ballots that were mixed with the actual ballots, saying that he believes he observed more blank ballots on the recount than the registered voters in the Antrim County. He told us that the guidelines for the RNA were not followed, that when he did yesterday was an absolute audit under those guidelines. It was a hand recount of the presidential race only and failed to address many of the problems with the down ballot races. Members of the public who assisted in the hand recount were not allowed to ask any questions or question any ballots. The hand recount also failed to address any glaring problems from the enormous counts conducted on the 3rd and the 6th. Yesterday, there was nothing more than a political theatre designed to allow the Secretary of State to again publish the same false narrative to Michigan voters. This is your election working for you, everybody. Don't worry, it's A-OK. Everything is going according to plan. Instead of doing this properly and having absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that this election was illegitimate in any form of mind, they're just going to make it particularly convoluted and complicated so that at the end of the day, they're actually fueling the conspiracy theory. I'm not using the conspiracy theory to sludge anybody here or anything like that. But at the end of the day, instead of going through and just being upfront and doing the honest and doing the recount honestly and doing it properly, maybe they don't know. Maybe they do know. Maybe they know that Biden didn't win. Maybe they're trying to complicate the situation to the point where at the end of the day, no one knows what's going on. And it's called like a statute of labor or something, separation of labor or something it's called, where you go through and you make a situation so complicated that people don't know what the left hand is doing from the right. And if you make it so complicated, these two different sections, that at the end of the day, then people are just going to be like, look, just take the numbers. Just trust those numbers. How did you get them? Well, we added this one, we took this one, we added this one and took this one. Okay, but what does that mean exactly? Just trust the numbers. The numbers are in front of you, right? And I think that's what they're trying to do. I really, really do. I think at the end of the day, they don't have an interest in doing a proper recount because they know that it would raise questions about this election race. And at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, they know that. So what are they trying to do? Separation of labor. Make it really, really complicated so that at the end of the day, nobody knows what the hell is going on. But that's my theory. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Monday. Monday for the US. Have a great night. Enjoy yourselves, guys. I'll be playing games all over the weekend. I'll be monitoring any situation that comes out. If there's anything that's big, we'll obviously do a separate podcast or a separate video about it. But as for now, we'll see you guys Monday. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend and have fun. Go out in the wilderness. Wrestle a bear or something and have fun. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy.